Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today I'm going to be covering every LEGO set releasing in June of 2021. This is going to be specifically for North American releases, as most sets are going to be releasing on June 1st in other parts of the world, but for us, it's going to be delayed all the way to August 1st for most of the sets, so I'm going to wait till then to cover the majority of the other themes, but for now, I still wanted to cover these because we still have 36 sets that we're going to be able to go through in this video, and I'm going to try to keep it as brief as possible for each one. I'll just give my general thoughts on the set and then also let you know if I plan on picking it up at any point in the future. So without further ado, let's get straight into it, and let me know in the comment section down below what are your plans for what you're going to be picking up in June. But without further ado, let's get straight into it here. And the first set that we have is the Friends the Apartment set right here, and this one of course already released for people who are part of the LEGO VIP program, but of course for other people who are not, it's going to be releasing on June 1st publicly, and this one is honestly not one that I'm too interested in picking up. I can definitely appreciate that it is a fantastic set that is really well done with a ton of Easter eggs as well for the Friends series, but I just haven't watched the show, so I'm not too familiar with anything within it, and considering it's going to be about $200 in Canada, so it's a pretty hefty price tag, so I kind of have to budget myself a bit more, but this one is still a cool looking set. And then we have the Taj Mahal right here, of course part of the architecture line, and this is one that I'm also not too interested in, mainly just because I don't collect the architecture sets, so it's not really something that I dabble in too much, so probably going to be a pass with that one. Then we have the world map right here, the new largest LEGO set ever. Of course I'm sure that's going to be dethroned at some point, but this is definitely a really cool idea. I do like the concept of it, but once again, just not something I'm too interested in. I'm more into like minifigure scale sets and things of that sort, so this isn't something that I'm too interested in, but it's definitely impressive with the piece count that it does have. And then for the next one that we have here, we have a Brickheadz here of Daisy Duck, and she honestly looks really great right here. I do have an appreciation for the designs of the Brickheadz, but just for me personally, I don't really pick them up, I don't collect them, and I don't really want to go down that rabbit hole, especially considering the fact that a lot of them are retired at this point, so I don't want to get into them now, but it's definitely still a really cool one and a great character that we're now going to have. Then we have the DuckTales one right here, which is honestly a very tempting one because I do like the DuckTales quite a bit. Now the only thing that might kind of hold me over is that I have them in minifigure version, at least from the series 2 of Disney minifigures, so I don't feel the need to have them in this form right here. I know it's completely different, but just character wise, at least I have versions of them in my collection, but I do think they're pretty well done here, especially considering that Huey, Dewey, and Louie are all kind of the same, except with just different colors for their uniforms or outfits, I suppose, but they still look really great, so I do like that set quite a bit. Then we have the Dalmatian Brickheadz right here, and this one is really cool. I love that they're doing the pets. I think they definitely come out looking really cute, especially just the designs of them look really fantastic, so I like these ones quite a bit. Then we go to the next one here, and it's actually going to be an in-store offer right here that's going to come with basically if you make a purchase of over $85 on Ninjago sets in the month of June, then you're going to be able to get this for only $10, and as you can see, it'll include 3 Brickheadz in the set, so a pretty good selection there. I did talk about this at more of an in-depth extent in the LEGO store calendar video for the month of June, but this is still a cool set here. It's something that I don't know if I'll exactly go after it, but if I happen to make a purchase that qualifies for it, then I mean great, but considering it's in store only, it's probably going to be unlikely that I'll get my hands on this one, but still it's a pretty cool set overall. Then we have the next one right here, which is going to be the Harry, Hermione, Ron, and Hagrid Brickheadz right here, and once again kind of the same sort of comments with these. I don't collect the Brickheadz, but I have an appreciation for the designs that they're able to pull off, and it's cool to be getting another Hagrid here, considering the last one I believe came in a promotional set, kind of came with a certain amount of money that you had to spend on Harry Potter sets, I believe. Could not get the words out there, but basically, yeah, it's a pretty cool Brickheadz set. Once again, another Harry Potter one here with Voldemort, Nagini, and Bellatrix in this one, and once again, I think it's a pretty well done Brickheadz. I do like how Bellatrix looks, especially. I think they were honestly able to do her hair pretty well there. It's definitely a tough one to kind of pull off there, but I think they did a pretty good job with it overall. Then the next one here is a Harry Potter accessory pack right here, which I've seen a lot of people complaining about this one because they can't really recognize the characters in here. Of course, you know Harry, but for the rest of them, they're just not really recognizable characters apparently from Harry Potter, so I don't think too many people are too interested in that. For me personally, if this went on sale, I think it's kind of like a cool minifigure parts pack, but at full price, it's definitely not something that I'm personally going to be going after. Then we have the Everyone is Awesome set, which honestly, this is fantastic for all of those pieces there that you're getting within this set. It is so great. I believe this one's like 35 bucks in the US and then 45 here in Canada, so you're getting some great value there with the actual figures. And of course, for the blue minifigure, that's actually a new hairpiece right there, which honestly looks so great. I'm so excited for that, and it's just so fun to get them in all of these colors, and what this set's promoting is also very important as well, so I'm glad that LEGO's putting this out there, and it's definitely a really cool one. I can't say if I'll pick it up immediately, but it's definitely something that I might consider at some point in the future. Then the next one here, we kind of have a barrage of friend sets right here, and if you're wondering kind of the order of what I'm going through these in, it's actually in set number order, so if some things are a little all over the place, blame that on LEGO set numbering. But here we have one of the friends packs right here, one of the cubes. We're just gonna kind of jump through all of these just to show you if you are interested in friends, but it's definitely not something that's really my cup of tea personally, but still, I do like the look of them. They do have some nice designs on them, and they seem like a fun sort of concept as well, but there's all of them, I believe. Yeah, so there we go. Those were all of the friends ones. And then the next thing here are the dots series 5. I can't believe we're already at series 5 for dots. Honestly, I really love these. I don't think they're the best of the series packs that they've made thus far, but it's still a cool thing to get, and these normally wind up going on clearance at some point, so I try to pick up one of each of the series just to kind of at least have a taste of the dots line, because I don't collect the sets personally, but still they're kind of cool here within this little set right here. And then the next one here is probably one of my favorite ones, I'm sure, for a lot of people. Now, this one is already, it's the Daily Bugle, of course, as you can see, and it is already available to LEGO VIP members, but for everybody else, it'll be available on June 1st, and this one here is just a phenomenal set. I did a whole separate video talking about this because how could I not? It's absolutely amazing. One of the best builds I've ever seen, especially from the LEGO Marvel line, just in general. Fantastic figures as well, so just a really well done set. I'm definitely looking forward to this one. I can't say I'm going to be able to get it right away considering the price of it, even though I don't think it's like unreasonable, the price, but just personally for my own budgeting purposes, I think I'll have to wait on this one for a while, but it's definitely one that I am very interested in picking up for sure. Then the next one here, we get into the Harry Potter sets here, the standard minifigure ones, and this is the Polyjuice Potion Mistake, or as some others like to call it, the girls bathroom set. If you know, you know. That was basically the preliminary name for this set here, but of course it's the Polyjuice one, and honestly this is a fantastic set. It has so many great elements to it. I like how the build is, and I love how, of course, it goes into the larger Hogwarts build for this wave, and then you get Harry in gold, which is fantastic. You get Harry, Hermione, and Ron within this set, of course, with all of their sort of alternate appearances from the Polyjuice, so definitely just a really cool set, a very well-rounded one considering the price as well, like $20 for this, or $25, like it's a great deal for sure. Then the next one here is the Fluffy encounter right here, of course, another one that's a part of the Hogwarts sort of lineup, and this one here is another great looking set. I do like the design of this one. I can't say if I'm going to get this one. I want to, because I do want to complete the Hogwarts for this wave, but it's also just the one that interests me the least, but I probably will end up breaking down and getting this one, but I'll try to get it on a sale so that at least I'm getting a deal with this one. But yeah, it's a pretty good set. Then the next one here I know is a fan favorite for Harry Potter fans. It's of course the Hogsmeade Village visit, and this one, undeniably is such a great set. Of course, it kind of follows the sort of aesthetic of the Winter Village sets, and that is so great. I love how it works here within this Harry Potter set. The figures are pretty great as well, and it's just a really well-rounded set. Of course, you get the Golden Ron as well, so it's kind of interest to me, so I might consider this one. It's definitely like kind of a 50-50 chance with it, considering if it goes on sale or something, then possibly, but yeah, it's definitely a really good set. Then we have the Chamber of Secrets here, of course, the one that I would like to get the most out of the Harry Potter ones in June, and it's such a great looking set. I really do love the design of this one so much. They did such a great job, and I love the sort of classic callbacks to the original Harry Potter sort of lineup of sets, so I love this one a lot, and it's definitely one that I'm going to be going after at some point. Then we move on here to the Wizard's Chest, one that I'm not as interested in. I think it is cool, obviously, but just one where I don't think I'll be able to pick it up, so it's not one that I'll personally really be going after, but still a pretty good looking set for sure. Then we have the Harry Potter and Hermione Granger, the larger figures right here of them, and I think these are cool, but once again, you kind of know I'm kind of more interested in minifigure scale stuff, and even though it's technically like just larger minifigures, it's not something that I'm particularly interested in, but it's still a very cool concept that I would like to see LEGO explore with these designs in different themes, so it's definitely quite cool. Then we have Fawkes, Dumbledore's Phoenix, of course the one that people don't really like the naming of this set. It definitely sounds a little bit weird when you read it out, but this one is a really cool set. I like the Hedwig that they released, and this one's even more desirable in my opinion, considering that you get a Dumbledore minifigure within the set as well, so definitely a cool one, but one that I sadly will probably wind up passing on. But then the next one here, we get into the Speed Champion sets right here, and this guy right here, I'm going to be real with you, I'm not really a car person, so I'm not going to have too much insight with these. It's basically, I'm not even going to read the names, honestly, for them. If you want to see, you can see it right on the box, but this one's cool. It looks like a fast car. And then we have another fast car, except now it's yellow. It's like Bumblebee. I don't even know what car Bumblebee usually takes the form of, but I'm gonna call this one Bumblebee. Then we have the McLaren right here, which I only said it because I just read it like subconsciously there, but I do like this one. I like the blue color scheme. I know it has a polybag version as well, so that's pretty cool. And then the next one here is a pack of 2 cars, which is pretty cool, so I do like that. Definitely some good looking ones there, and I do like Speed Champions. If I was building like a Lego City or something, then I would definitely be more interested in it, but considering I don't really have the space to do that, it's not really something that I'm really planning on going after. Then we have right here another of the ones right here, definitely a very long vehicle in this one, and it's a really interesting one, and then like a Dodge Charger or Dodge Challenger as well, as it says, so pretty cool one right there. Then we have another one right here, a Ford one apparently, so pretty cool. I like the 2 packs of them as well. You get a lot of variety, I do feel like, in Speed Champions. I don't collect the line, so of course it might not feel as repetitive to me because I don't buy any of them, but still I do have an appreciation for them for sure, and if they were on sale for a great deal, I would definitely not be opposed to picking some of them up. Then right here, we actually reached the end right here. I'm going to jump through these super quick. We have a keychain of Spider-Ham right here. Definitely really cool, but I don't really buy the keychains. We have a keychain of the llama girl right here, I believe is what she's meant to be, or alpaca, something of that sort. I know she was in the minifigure series, so pretty cool one right there. Then we have a white brick right there. Yeah, definitely. Very exciting set. I'd say #1 set of 2021, not even just June, just 2021 in general, but yeah, very interesting. Now this one is really interesting, these next 2, because we have Elmo and we have Cookie Monster right here, and these are interesting because we saw the same thing happen with the Friends minifigures from the Central Perk. They wound up getting keychains like this with their own sort of labeling of Lego Friends, and not under the Ideas label as well. And with Sesame Street, of course, it was originally an Ideas set, but now it seems to have its own sort of labeling as a theme, so we could potentially see more Sesame Street sets in the future, so that would definitely be interesting. So a bit of an interesting thing with both of those keychains, but that takes us to the end right there of all of these sets releasing in June of 2021. I hope I was able to keep this as condensed as possible for you within this video, but be sure to let me know what you plan on picking up in June of 2021. For myself personally, you know which ones I'm interested in, but let's be honest, I probably won't wind up picking up any of them within June because I like to try to get my sets on sale, and it's very unlikely that the brand new ones will go on sale immediately, but definitely some really cool ones here within this sort of wave of sets, and stay tuned to the channel for when I cover all of the sets releasing in August. I don't know if I'll do it for July, considering I don't know if there's really anything big launching in July, but definitely August, because there's going to be a bunch of stuff coming out, at least for North America. Everywhere else in the world is going to have it in June basically. But yeah, so let me know down below, what are you interested in for the month of June, and just thanks so much for checking out the video. Be sure to leave a like if you did enjoy, also subscribe as well if you would like to check out some of my other content. That would be highly appreciated, so thank you so much. See you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.